Well, good morning today. Today is August 30th. It's a beautiful, sunny Saturday afternoon. I was going to try to get to this yesterday, but as always, there's a lot to do on a farm. We did get some sugar water mixed up for the bees, but I had some tractor repairs that had to be done. And I had some business with the club and family. So I wasn't eligible to get to it today. But today, we're going to go and check out to see if our splits have made a queen cocoon, which hopefully that will emerge a virgin queen and allow us to start new hives. So let's take a look at this and we will see how it goes. Now I'm going to go ahead and set up my tripod and get everything ready, and then we'll get back to shooting and seeing what we can find. nice little smoke. I'm gonna pop the lid on this one. Oh. I'm gonna give these little girls a nice little smoke so they stay calm while we're looking at this. And as you notice, I'm not wearing much of a bee suit. I have a bad tendency to do that. Okay. So I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but right here and right here is 2 queen cells that they have made, and those are capped. And it looks like they were producing another one right here. So that is a good, great frame that will have a queen to it. As far as this one, there's 2 more right there. One here and one here. So that is looking really good on that one. So honestly, I can say that this hive has a really great chance of making it. Let's check out this next hive. Even a little smoky. Don't worry about it if you can see a little bit of water come out. Once it gets its vacuum in, it will definitely start to seal, and then they can get more water out of that. This one as well has got 2 on this side and 3, if maybe 2, but possibly 3 queen cells to it. So that is another perfect little frame. And I can honestly say that that hive will do very well. Out of 2 hives, people, that's not bad. Or 2 splits. But now the real thing of it is when these queens are emerged, they will be what's considered as a virgin queen, which means they will not be mated, which also means that they will have to have their mating flight. They will emerge from this hive. They will take several days of hanging out in here, and then they will fly outside of this hive, and they will find a male to mate with. Now, the concept of why they lay so many queen cells is for their survival. Because that queen may not come back to this hive. She may go to another hive. She may go out and find a queenless hive somewhere in the trees or in the wild and start up with them. So they lay so many to just guarantee that hopefully they will get at least one mated queen to come back to them and help their hives. Now we probably won't do anything with these things until probably spring. These little girls are going to be here until the end of spring. Now this one right here, she's got one queen cell on her, which is another good sign. We're going to check this other frame, because when we do our splits, we only do 2 frame splits. Now there's no queen cell on this one. So this hive right here is betting everything they can on that one queen cell. So we'll keep not saying it can or can't happen, but we'll keep an eye on this one. And hopefully that one will come back. Now I'm not seeing a queen cell on this one, which has got me kind of worried. And this one might be one that gets sped into another hive that might be a little bit weaker. Just because you split 9 don't mean you're going to have 9 out of 9 sometimes. Sometimes there's just going to be a hive that won't produce a queen. And this is where you do your checks so you can get a kind of an idea of, do I need to go ahead and put these frames into one that I know that's going to be guaranteed to have queens in it, so that hive has a fighting chance. Because in the long run, you're going to have weak hives. This one right here may be one of the weak hives. I haven't seen a queen on it, or queen cell to it. After 7 days, they should be. Now I'm going to give this one probably up to about Wednesday, and if I still don't see a queen cell that has emerged out of this hive, I will probably go ahead and put the frame into another split so those bees have a chance to survive, and that whole colony as a whole will flourish or get big and hopefully survive through this winter. I think we got, sorry guys. I don't know if you can tell. Our little cattle dog has had puppies. And this one right here was just right up under my feet. They follow me everywhere I go out here. This one right here with the little white paws, we like to call this one little bean ass. Because no matter what you do and wherever you walk at in the house, it's always attacking your feet. All right, so for this colony right here in the back, this one's already got a queen in it. So when I did my splits, she hid pretty good when I was doing my splits. And I didn't see her. So she got into this colony, which is fine. She'll continue to lay eggs. She'll continue to make a stronger colony out of this. Now, the hive that she came out of in one of the bee yards, I've left enough open brood and fresh larvae into those. Those hives will produce another queen, and they will get a younger queen out of that hive. Still producing 2 different colonies. This is not a bad thing. You want to try to keep your old queen with that old one, but at the same time, you can't honestly see it all the time. She's always going to escape you. She is really good at hide and seek. This time we did find her. So now we're moving on to our last 3 splits, guys. We've checked all the ones over here. We found 1 queen. And out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out of the 6 boxes over there, out of those 6 boxes, we found 1 with a queen, 1 that we need to check on, but the other 4 look to be good. So we're gonna let those fly, and we're just gonna keep an eye on that 1 that didn't have a queen. And hopefully by Wednesday, we'll start to see something that emerges, like a queen cell. If not, we'll go ahead and we'll find the weakest hive out of all of these, and we'll place those frames into that hive box, one of these hive boxes, to make sure that those bees survive and that colony will survive, because they have to get through winter time. If they can get through winter time and come out in the spring, you'll have better chances of these hives surviving that way. But let's take a look at this one and see what we've got. So, this hive is completely empty. It happens. I know you've heard of beehive collapsing disorder. It suffers everywhere through the United States now. They haven't really figured out why or where or how it happens. It's something that a beekeeper now is fighting year-round. I forget what it was. I think it was 2024 to 2025. Commercial beekeepers lost 60% of their beehive populations. Me, as a small bee business owner, I lost 50% of my beehive population. I am now trying to regrow them back, so I'll have the hives. But it is a fight every day. Let's move on to this next box and see what we've got here in this one. Now we do got some bees in this one. Yeah, we got some brood. Guys, got a nice little pattern of brood here. I'm not really seeing queen cells emerging just yet. So this right here looks like another hive that we're gonna have to keep our eye on. It has not produced a queen cell as of yet. By Wednesday, if I come out here and check these two again, and still no queen cells have emerged, we will ditty up the frames to the remainder frames that are here and make sure that we have those that will survive. You can do a split depending on how strong your hives are and how good your queen is. If she is a laying machine, you can split in the early parts of March when they come right out of winterization. You can definitely split at the dog days of summer, like August. If you are lucky, you might even get a third split out of the year, around maybe your summertime harvest to your fall splits, depending on how that queen goes. I think this year alone, we started off with only 8 hives after that beehive collapsion disorder. Out of the splits that we've done throughout this year, we are up to 15 active hives at this point in time. These will be another set of hives. And come March, the hives that survive up there, if they are still doing good and they have overpopulated, we will split them again and we will make more hives. Because the name of the game is make hives, you make honey. But let's try to get to this last box and see what we got. So I'm not seeing any queen cells on this frame, which is fine. But I am seeing queen cells on this one. There's a big old sucker right there. And then there's 2 smaller ones right there. And they still got some open larvae about right in the middle of that frame. I don't know if you guys can see it, and I don't know if I can get the angle in right so you can see it. But this frame looks to be a really good frame. I'm very happy with the splits that we've got as of right now. So out of the 9 splits we did, we've lost 1 totally. We've got 2 that we got to check on. That still leaves us 6 colonies that have got queen cells or a queen in it already. And we just need to keep them fed from now till about, with North Carolina weather, it's a hard say. I've seen December so cold that sugar water ain't gonna work anymore, and you got to pretty much quit by the end of November. I've seen North Carolina weather, and it'd be December 25th, and it'd be almost 70 degrees outside. So it's really hard to say. You kind of have to play it in North Carolina as you see it. Hopefully these girls will get fed all the way up to, hopefully, the end of December is what I'm hoping on. January is the coldest months that we've got, and February are the coldest months we've got here. Now they won't get fed, but hopefully this time from now to the end of December, they will have built up just enough, and they've gotten big enough, and their queens have made it and came back to these splits and started laying eggs and overwinterizing themselves in these hives. So when spring gets here, they will emerge a whole new population of bees. And then we'll be able to put these in a bigger colony or a bigger hive box and let them go. Because it's hard. Bees are the biggest thing in our it's the biggest food building source that we have. They pollinate all our crops. They help things grow. They keep the balance on Earth. With us tearing down trees, making ways for new housing communities, we're tearing down their natural habitats. I keep hearing stories, especially in the little town of Hope Mills, that's on the other side of Fayetteville from us. They always talk about foxes being in their yards or a bear in their backyard. Well, whose backyard was it really? Was it yours or was it that bear's? You're destroying their areas. You're destroying their homes. And as a people, we need to start figuring out what we're doing. Because we're destroying all these animals' homes. Sooner or later, there's going to be nothing for humanity to survive on. It's just a food for thought. But let me get everything closed down and I'll have my last remarks for the day. If you have liked this video, please like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And I will try to get better on these videos. I'm very new at this. So let me get everything closed down and I'll get back with you to my closing remarks. So we got everything closed down and I'm walking back up to the big farmhouse from one of the open fields we have here. As I got the little puppies, I don't know if you can see them, but here they are. Just falling away. But yes, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the videos that I've put out. I would have never thought in the 40 years of my life that I would do beekeeping or even start it up. But out of my time doing it, and I've only done this for about 4 years now, I've actually very much enjoyed every bit of this. It's very relaxing, and I suggest any Iraqi, Afghanistan veterans from the war that have PTSD, it has helped me out a lot more than anything, than any pill or psychiatrist has ever tried to help me with. There's a relaxation to this. And like I said, if you guys like these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you have any comments that you want to put down, and you see me, if you've watched these videos and see me done anything wrong or anything that I could approve to, please leave a comment down in the video. Your comments is what helps these videos out. It's what will make these videos better. I will always love the feedback on them. So at the end of this video, I've enjoyed you guys watching. Hopefully you've learned a lot. And until the next video, I'll see you again.